Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. I'm Ron Nicoletti. It is the start of week number 3 here at Gulfstream Park. We got 10 races to look at. Let's go to those track and weather conditions.
10 races on the program here for this Wednesday in South Florida as we kick off another race week here in Hallandale Beach. A fast main track and a firm turf course. A couple of degrees warmer than it's been the last couple of days. We're in the mid-80s today. First of the afternoon on turf at 5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for $25,000. Scratch the alternates 13 through 16. A field of 12. All the money on number 2, Boston Beauties. Racing at Gulfstream. Good start out wide for Depura Sangre, who hits the ground running. Here's the favorite, Boston Beauties, moving out the rail. Splitting horses is Fernanda. Into the top light goes Awesome Flyer. Behind them is Ruthala, followed by It Ain't My Fault. A length and a half in front of Make a Mint, who's two better than Powerful Words. Out wide are Josefa and Sansa. Then at the rail, Pazarmonia. And the trailer is Stamina Princess. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn now. And up front, the leader is the favorite, Boston Beauties, 2-5. And on top by a neck, Depura Sangre hangs with her well second, 2.5 clear of Awesome Flyer, who's now third. Ruthala 3 wide toward the rail, and Fernanda 2.5 clear of It Ain't My Fault, who's wanting to lug out a touch. Out wide is Make a Mint as they run to the top of the stretch. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. Boston Beauties on the inside, Depura Sangre on the outside. These two 3 clear of Ruthala. Running on late is Josefa while shifting ground. Final eighth of a mile, Boston Beauties now kicks clear. Boston Beauties will debut at Gulfstream Park in gate-to-wire fashion to win by 4. Depura Sangre was second. It's a close photo for third involving Fernanda, Ruthala, and Josefa, 56-2. Number 2, Boston Beauties, takes the drop in class, takes all the money, and gets the job done. The daughter of Zophany, a maiden no more, owned in partnership by Bethlehem Stable, Dub, Mataket Stable, and the Elkstone Group. Trained by Todd Pletcher, ridden by Luis Saez. We start the day with an odds-on favorite. We go to the second race now and start the early pick 4, 6 furlongs of the trip. Maiden claimers in for $25,000. Scratch number 7, More Than Striking, a field of 6. Off-time favorites included 4, Friendly Fella, and 5, He's Royalty. And they're off. Step slow to begin, nothing but net. Friendly Fellow away quickly. Here's Tizabet moving up, and at the rail, Not Now Rand makes it a party. Far outside, He's Royalty. They're 4 across the course here. Gaffleon looks like he wants to back off a touch with Tizabet, who's back to 4th. 5th is Nothing But Net, and War Act is the trailer. They go to the half-mile point, and at the rail, Not Now Rand leads just narrowly. Friendly Fellows alongside second, 3 wide, and He's Royalty third. Tizabet will try to rebid alongside Nothing But Net, and War Act is trailing. They went 22 and 2 for the quarter speed, and there's 3 furlongs left to run. At the rail, Not Now Rand on the outside, Friendly Fella. Friendly Fella shoves the neck on top at the 5/16. Not Now Rand tries to counterpunch while second. Tizabet tries to get out from behind the heels of this top duo from third. War Act tipped 5 wide by Diego Gomez, but he's on a roll now through a 45 3 half mile. Off the turn and the stretch drive toward the inside, Not Now Rand to the outside, Friendly Fella. Down the center, and Tizabet lifting late. Final eighth of a mile, here comes Tizabet over the top of these top 2, and Tizabet is now driving to the lead. Not Now Rand is back to second, Friendly Fella third. Tizabet is in front. Second, Not Now Rand. Third is Friendly Fella, then War Act, and Nothing But Net. Nice job early by jockey Tyler Gaffleon. He was part of that early battle, but wisely backed off, allowing Tizabet to settle in behind 3 embattled leaders. That move proved the winning move as the 4-1 shot gets the job done for trainer Ralph Nix and Whisper Hill Farm. 1, Not Now Rand, part of that early pace scenario, second, ahead of the 4 Friendly Fella, who ran third. We'll be right back. Back now for the third race of the afternoon. 5 furlongs on turf. Fillies and mares in for a claiming price of $16,000. Scratch the 8 and the 9. A field of 7. Off-time favorites included 5 Grand Diamond and 7 Shanghai Bonnie. And they're off. Good start in the center for Charliana with Shanghai Bunny moving to her on the outside. Alpice is beat for speed early. She's third down inside. Away fourth is My Sebastiana, followed by Broadway Peggy and Grand Diamond, with Little Nicole dropping over to the rail. She's last of the 7 as the speed is Charliana. Speed on display, Charliana 3 parts of a length better than Little Bonnie in second. Alpice is third. With a rail run, Little Nicole improves all the way up to take fourth. Now on the outside in Broadway Peggy alongside My Sebastiana, and the trailer is still Grand Diamond. 21 flat for a quarter speed, and it's Charliana and Rajiv Mirage trying to string them out here. They move to the top of the stretch on top by 2.5. Second is Shanghai Bunny. Alpice is next. Little Nicole is set down driving, trying to gain some ground. Grand Diamond toward the inside. Eighth of a mile to go. Charliana still the target. Shanghai Bunny is second. Broadway Peggy and Little Nicole are next. Shanghai Bunny is trying to get this leader, Charliana. Little Nicole surfaces late. They come home for the wire. Photo finish! 3 horses across the course. It's between Charliana, Little Nicole, and Shanghai Bunny. Tight finish at today's third race, but the upset win was number 3, Charliana, on the backside of the photo. She holds on gamely under jockey Rajiv Mirage for owner-trader Eddie Broom. The starter of Overdriven has turned it into another horse since moving to the turf. 4 Little Nicole second, 7 Shanghai Bunny ran third. Let's go to the 4th race now. Maidens on the main track in a 7-furlong trip. These are 2-year-old fillies. Field of 8 signed on. The favorites were 2 Velvet Crush and 8 Fashion Babe. And they're off. Good start for Congrats Rosie, who heads off for the early lead. Far outside in Fashion Babe put into play. Down at the inside, Velvet Crush. And Catch J&J is between horses. Back from there, it's So Dear. Then down at the inside, Fiery Princess ahead of Marsh Harbor. And the early trailer is Natoma. Down inside, here's Jose Ortiz on Velvet Crush. They'll assume the front. They lead 3 parts of a length over Congrats Rosie in second. 2.5 clear of third, running So Dear. Catch J&J is next with Fashion Babe on the far outside. 2.5 to Fiery Princess with Marsh Harbor second last. And the trailer is Natoma. 22 and 2 for the opening quarter speed as they round the far turn. Velvet Crush leads by 2.5. Congrats Rosie is second. Paco getting the favorite into the race as Fashion Babe claims third at the 3 furlong grounds. Racing ahead of So Dear and Catch J&J. 5 clear of Fiery Princess with Marsh Harbor as they run to the top of the stretch. The 2 favorites appear to have it to themselves through a 45 1/2 mile. The leader traveling much better than the second horse as Velvet Crush off the turn tries to widen. Velvet Crush now 3/16 from home, cut loose by Jose Ortiz and widens to a 5-length lead now. Congrats Rosie's running a huge race and at this point is outrunning Fashion Babe for second, but nobody's getting Velvet Crush. Velvet Crush and jockey Jose Ortiz gate to wire winners. They won by many. It's going to be a great battle for second. Too close to call. Fashion Babe got on terms with Congrats Rosie and then Fiery Princess in 1:23 and 1. Number 2, Velvet Crush, secured a pretty easy lead, and when she was asked to quicken, she did so perfectly under jockey Jose Ortiz. He wins for Rodolphe Brisset and the owner's famous style stable. The daughter of Tappet, Velvet Crush, crushes indeed. We go to the 5th race now and start the Rainbow 6 on turf at 1 mile. Maidens of the 2-year-old variety. Scratch the 4 and the 12. Heavily favored, number 7, Summer to Remember. And they're off. Good start for the favorite. That's Summer to Remember, who's headed off for the early lead. Company outside from Hushed Hijinks and Intentional Walk. Back to 4th is Super Energizer. Then outside of him and Maker of an Empire. Next up is Winter S. Bastogne. He's down toward the inside. He's about 5 lengths off the early go. It's a length back to Lomaki Force with Turn of Events on his outside. The 2 at the back here are Beach Walker and Leading Factor. Around the first turn they go, and on the outside, it's Intentional Walk, who gets no early lead easy, with a Summer to Remember down toward his inside. 2.5 lengths clear of Hushed Hijinks, who's a clear third. Super Energizer is racing in 4th. It's a gap of 2.5 to Maker of an Empire, with Winter at Bastogne on his outside. Then down at the inside, Lomaki Force ahead of Turn of Events. Leading Factor and Beach Walker still at the back, behind an opening quarter of 23 and 3. They go to the half-mile point, and these top two continue to tussle. Intentional walk on the outside, Summer to Remember toward the rail. They're stride for stride and 2.5 clear of Hushed Hijinks, who's now third. Super Energizer is fourth. Winter at Bestone 3 wide. Down at the inside and backpedaling a touch, Maker of an Empire as Turn of Events gets started. As they round the far turn, this favorite is going to have to work hard as he's lost the lead to Intentional Walk. Summer to Remember is back to second. Hushed Hijinks and Super Energizer are next with 3/16 to go. Intentional Walk on the outside. Summer to Remember is battling hard, and he's battling back, and he's taken the lead again. Summer to Remember now in front by 1.5 lengths. Intentional Walk did everything he could, but he could not stay with Summer to Remember. Summer to Remember, a much the best winner. Intentional Walk second. Super Energizer third in 1:34.4. Todd Pletcher continues to be on his own since relocating to South Florida. The bettors were all over his horse here. 7, Summer to Remember, who looked like he might have a fight up the top of the lane, but this son of Summerfront turned it on late under jockey Luis Saez for the Waterford stable. 2 for Pletcher, 2 for Saez. Odds-on winner to start the Rainbow Six, and we'll be right back. Back now for race number 6 on the program. Start of today's late pick 5, 1 mile over the turf. These are 2-year-old fillies. A field of 10 signed on. Favorites were 1, Yolanda's Pride, and 6, Rising Bella. And they're off. From between horses, Sensational begins quickly. Moving out the rail, Yolanda's Pride tries to save rail position, and she'll move to challenge from second. Away third is Extravagant Rosie, only 1.5 lengths off the top duo. Far outside goes Princess Kerrigan. Saving ground at the rail is Queen Field. She saved a lot of ground, in fact, only 2 lengths off the lead. Mid-flight early is Rising Bella, then back is Alafia ahead of Life on the Edge. A gap of another 2 to a Barrio Forever, and Baby Bell is last of all as they race into the backstretch. 23 seconds flat for the opening quarter as they head down the backstretch. Sensational in the 2-path. Yolanda's Pride along the rail. 3 wide, Extravagant Rosie. Queen Field is saving ground. She's now 4th. Up on the outside, Princess Kerrigan is there 5th. From between horses and now racing in 6th is Rising Bella. Down at the inside in Alafia, then Life on the Edge, racing ahead of Baby Bell. And now at the back, the trailer is a Barrio Forever. They move into the far turn. They went 46-2 for the opening half mile. Sensational comes away with the lead and leads 1.5 lengths. Yolanda's Pride will have to rebid from second. Princess Kerrigan plots a wide course as Extravagant Rosie drops back. Queen Field is next. Trying to run home as Life on the Edge. No place to go. Wide on the course is Rising Bella. She's at a 1 pace with the Barrio Forever and Baby Bell. And they're at the top of the stretch. 3/4, 110 flat. And here comes Queen Field to take on Sensational. Queen Field up within 1/2 length of the lead. Yolanda's Pride is next, and down the center, Rising Bella. Final 1/8 of a mile. Queen Field now surges to the lead. Back to second is Sensational. A late run from Rising Bella. Queen Field close to home. Queen Field's hanging on. Second, Rising Bell. Third was Sensational. Closer for 4th between a Barrio Forever or Baby Bella in 1:34.4. Nice performance here from a big upsetter. Number 4, Queen Field, got a perfect turf trip from Paco Lopez. Saved ground off the corner and went on the attack to get the score. Trained by Antonio Sano for the Youth Racing Stable. Queen Field hangs on to win it over a fast-charging Rising Bella, who covered a lot of ground in the concluding stages to just miss. We go to the 7th race now. These are claimers at a 1 mile trip. They're in for a $6,250 claiming price, and they go 1 mile. A field of 8 signed on. Favorites were 2, Quasar Moon, 6, Speed Out. And they're off. The favorite Speed App was away okay on the outside two-step slew with the comebacker General Obvious moving to challenge. Crammy Boy is down inside. Accountant Q won't be far away, but Speed App gets clear as they link up with the main course. It's Speed App on top by a length and a half. Crammy Boy at the inside is now second, alongside Accountant Q in third. The gray False Accusation follows along in fourth with two-step slew wide outside. General Obvious is inside, working into the three-path is Quasar Moon, and then it's a gap of another 4 or 5, the early trailer, Sky Point. The opening quarter complete in 24-1 as they head to the half-mile point. Speed App getting everything his own way early, but now he's being tackled by an inside-running Crammy Boy. Crammy Boy got the rail spot, and he's up to challenge for the lead. Third is False Accusation. Fourth out wide, General Obvious. From between horses, Quasar Moon. Accountant Q is next toward the rail, 3 in front of two-step slew, and Sky Point's been last throughout behind an opening half mile of 46-4. They quickened up in the second quarter. They're at the 5/16 now. Crammy Boy on the inside, Speed App on the outside. General Obvious is close enough, if good enough. 2.5 lengths clear of False Accusation. Quasar Moon is backpedaling with a quarter of a mile to go. These top two have kicked on. Speed App on the outside toward the rail, and coming right back at him is Crammy Boy. 3/16 from home, these two necks apart. Crammy Boy on the inside, Speed App on the outside. 5 ahead of False Accusation and General Obvious. Now there's less than 1/8 of a mile to go, and it's still Speed App the leader. Back to second is Crammy Boy, but he's boxing on. Speed App and Crammy Boy. It's Speed App to win it under Jose Ortiz. A game run from Crammy Boy. He did hold second. False Accusation was third, then General Obvious, and Sky Point to complete the high five in 1:37-3. Bettors all over number 6, Speed App, installed as the third choice on the morning line. He was hammered to 6-5, and that was money well spent as this horse gets the win on the barn change. Owned by Pro Racing Stable and trained by Kikiko D'Angelo. Jose Ortiz for a riding double. Speed App beats Crammy Boy and False Accusation. On now to the 8th race. The 8th race starts the late pick 3, 7.5 furlongs on turf. Allowance optional claiming horses. Scratch the 2, Sand Dancer, a field of 5. This was a good one. All the money for 3, Frostmorn, and 4, Projected. And they're off. Frostmorn wins the break, but Gemontier moves to him in the early stages, and Gemontier now puts a neck on top. Gunnison is together with Projected 3rd and 4th, and the trailer is Sterling Drive. In the charge around the first turn, from the outside to the inside, it's Gemontier and Jaramillo on top a length and a half. Frostmorn very, very rank there, and he just backed into Gunnison, who had to take on the tap on the brakes as Projected is down inside. Sterling Drive is now second last, and after some early turn trouble, the trailer is Gunnison. 25-1 for the opening quarter speed, and this leader Frostmorn is now really tugging at Irad Ortiz Jr. as Gemontier tries to back it down. Frostmorn wants no part of that. Third is Projected under a loose rein, racing 2.5 clear of Sterling Drive, and Gunnison at the back. They go to the half-mile point. It's still the leader, Gemontier, a length and a quarter. Frostmorn has been a tough customer from second. Down on the inside and Projected now third, Gunnison fourth, and Sterling Drive is fifth through a 48-second half-mile. Gemontier is still the leader. Frostmorn moves to him again. Projected has now lost a bit of ground. He's back to third, outside in Gunnison. Then Sterling Drive with a quarter of a mile left to go. Jaramillo shakes up Gemontier. See what he's got in the tank here. He's off the turn, and he's in front. But on the outside, Frostmorn still badgering the leader while second. Projected is third. Final 1/8 of a mile. Gemontier! He's responding here. And Gemontier's a length and a half in front. Projected can't get Gemontier. Gemontier won it. He won it a length and a half. Second Projected in 1:28-3. Really nice performance here today from number 6, Gemontier, who took the lead from the outside gate, but then was badgered by a very headstrong Frostmorn. He put him away and pulled away from everybody else for a nice score. Trained by Jenna Antonucci for the Gulfstream farm, Misael Jaramillo, the Minister of Speed, on board for the winning ride. Time for a commercial break. The late Daily Double is next. Don't go away. Back now for the 9th race on the program. Today's 9th race is the start of the late Daily Double. Claimers at a 6-furlong trip and for $6,250. The favorites were 1, Zalza, and 4, Jersey Joe B. Jersey Joe B, one of the first to break the line. Color Me Pom Pom's going to run with him in the early stages. Away in third and driven is Zolza. From between horses, it's One Fine Ride, then Sherpa on the outside and Karen's Cove from between. Charge Card is down toward the inside while trying to make ground. To the two at the back, Oscar Blues and Venezuelan Warrior. They head to the half-mile point, and with the advantage, it's Jersey Joe B. and Irad Ortiz Jr. in front to half a length. Color Me Pom Pom is racing from second. Charge Card and set to slam on the brakes while behind the heels of both Zolza and One Fine Ride. Karen's Cove is three wide, then Sherpa. Venezuelan Warrior held up in traffic, and Oscar Blues is last. And here's the move from Color Me Pom Pom. Color Me Pom Pom bids up on the outside of Jersey Joe B for the top. 2.5 clear of One Fine Ride, who's a driven third. From between horses and Venezuelan Warrior picking it up. He'll need racing room here with a quarter of a mile left to go. Jersey Joe B now has the back four more on the inside of Color Me Pom Pom, 3 ahead of Venezuelan Warrior, and on his inside, One Fine Ride. Color Me Pom Pom trying to put him away. Color Me Pom Pom on the board at 5-2 has now secured the victory. Color Me Pom Pom and Jaramillo to win it. Jersey Joe B second, One Fine Ride third, Venezuelan Warrior fourth, then Oscar Blues. Number 4, Jersey Joe B, dueled into submission by number 8, Color Me Pom Pom, who ends up getting the victory here this afternoon under jockey Amisael Jaramillo, who gets a quick double on the card. This one for Gilberto Zerpa and Elaning Racing. Color Me Pom Pom, a second choice winner. To the 10th and final race now, 5 furlongs on turf, fillies and mares at a claiming price of $16,000. Scratch the 1, 5, 6, and 10. Bettors liked only 2 horses, the 3 Awesome Roar and the 11 Solarte. And runners away. Good start from between horses for It's Easy to Say. Moving up on the inside is Awesome Roar, and from the far outside, Solarte looks to get over. Away in third is Freckles Can. Back from there, it's Majestic Myara with Moonlit Sea. Thanks, Moms on the far outside. And right at the back of the field is Alluring Approval. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. The favorites are first and second. Awesome Roar narrowly. Solarte alongside second. Getting a good trip from third is Freckles Can. Going to try to parlay in under Rajiv Mirage. 3 clear of It's Easy to Say. Then Moonlit Sea and Majestic Myara as they run to the top of the stretch. The opening quarter complete. It went to the favorite Awesome Roar, who still holds inside position. Solarte tried to go with her on the outside and tipped into the clear as Freckles Can. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Awesome Roar is still the target. Solarte is chasing, but she's chasing in vain as Awesome Roar has the lead. And at 4-5, all aboard, Awesome Roar, a gate-to-wire winner. Solarte completes a formful exacta. Third is Freckles Can. Majestic Myara fourth in 56-2. Bettors all over it. The favorites run 1-2 all the way around the course, with number 3 Awesome Roar holding inside position and holding on for a win under jockey Luis Saez. He gets his 3rd winner of the day, this one for Herbert Miller and Mosh Mark. The 11 Solarte chased her every step of the way, but could only manage second to complete a formful exacta, with Freckles Can a distant third. Multiple winning tickets sold in the Rainbow Six. Combination good for a carryover tomorrow of more than $290,000.
And that wraps up Wednesday's card. We're right back here Thursday with another 10-race card. And what a weekend it's going to be at Gulfstream Park. Stakes races galore on Saturday and Sunday. Boy, you got to be at Gulfstream Park.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.